Hello and welcome to Ghost River LE Letter Edition. It is in the top right. We do have DRG, yes, the actual DRG, and in the top left it is Trap. So let's see how Trap can fare against DRG. DRG has been, of course, one of those guys who's went to military and come back, and then he had like I want to say like a round of 4 GSL was kind of his best result since then, or maybe as 2 round of 4s, I'm not 100% sure, but he has been more mediocre-ish than top-end-ish. But he's been always kind of dangerous, so you never want to count this guy out. Trap, of course, is kind of looking to take back his spot at the very top of the Protoss list there. And Trap didn't touch the game at all during his military, so he just came back recently, just this year actually. I want to say like in February or something, but yeah, around that time, so hasn't really kind of gotten to do that much yet, but he's been looking better and better in these cups here. So let's see what kind of Trap we're gonna see tonight here. And stand up to DRG, who is just gonna go for his third here. Of course, the second base was blocked. Really easy to block on this map because it's so fast with the probe to get over there. Get over this so quickly. On the other side, let's wait for the cybernetics core. We do have a PVZ after all, but it's Trap. It should be kind of a Stargate anyways. He really likes the Stargate openings, and then he goes into Quick Storm from those. Usually it's kind of his bread and butter. We're gonna well, yeah, there we go, Stargate. So I wanna dare Protoss to mix it up and get cybernetics core research here first, you know, just randomize it. If you go Stargate, just randomize it, like get it first and then get the Stargate. It's like what, how much of a delay? Let's say 3 seconds. You need to mix it in, I think, at this point. The meta has been so stale at that. If it's not spinning, it's like a Stargate, right? You get the Stargate first and then, but does it matter at this point? I think if you can randomize your style a little bit more, it's gonna be more beneficial for you this stage. Alright, so it's gonna be 3 adepts here, very standard stuff. The Nexus should come down after the Oracle. Oh, it's gonna be a Void Ray. Alright, go clear that DRG overlord over there, get the second gate up and running. Link's gonna come in here, but yeah, he's gonna be looking for that third base. Gonna say, well, wait, what? Where's your base? And there we go, probe is gonna come out. But a Void Race here. It's gonna see those links, needs to be a little bit careful. Adepts are there though. There's only 6 links, not even 5 links, they're not gonna do much. And Overlord, oh, he just misses this Overlord, what a shame there. He went very deep with that Void Ray. Gonna get only 1 for now, but yeah, DRG is gonna pull back his overlords, at least to the edge of the creep, so you can defend it with queens. This is a slow probe drone. Wow. Kind of the queens were like like the slow cars, you know, whenever you're on the highway or whatever, and there's this like, oh no, there's a slow car and you cannot kind of surpass it. It's just so slow. I had it just this morning. It wasn't on the highway, it was just on the street. Yeah, it's just so slow. It's like not even going to limit speed. Okay, so let's see. 6 adepts, a Void Ray, and an Oracle. What can you get done here? Trap. He might just end the game, to be honest. There's not too many links. If you can fight the queens at the same time, it's gonna be good game here. Or good defense, but This is a beautiful position here for Trap, and now he can come in with the Oracle and the Voidra at the same turn. He's gonna shade out first here. He's gonna try to save these adepts, and actually he's doing a great job. He's gonna lose a couple now, eventually, but yeah, Oracle is just gonna pick up a creep tumor. I don't really like this decision because there was definitely potential over here. The queens were out of position. They needed to fight those adepts, and going on with an Oracle sniping like 3 drones could have been a play here. While you kill this Overlord with the Void Ray, kind of like get the targets you can get with what units you have, what they're good at. Of course, it's going to be more risky. Void Ray is going to go home here. And of course Blink and +1 follow-up here is going to be extra gates, and then it's going to be eventually the Templar archives. Excuse me, it's going to be eventually the Templar archives with a very fast storm behind this. Prioritizing that storm there over extra Archons usually is the way that Traps loves to play it. I'm going to see this very soon, I think. Oh, wait. Alright, I spoke too soon. It's gonna go into a robotics facility and a robotics bay behind this, so we already have some immortals on the way, and he's gonna go into potentially, well, either it's gonna be Colossus, which is actually kind of funny to say, but against how DRG likes to play, very Ling heavy, it's kind of a hard counter to the person, which I really like. So he might just open some Colossus here in just a moment and go into his 4th base. And yeah, Ling heavy DRG, how he loves to play. He's gonna kind of play Ling Roach, Ling Hydra, probably. Most likely, I kind of want to see him try out Hydra and Roach, but I don't think he's gonna do it. I mean, if you play Hydra Roach, you can just try and go ahead for some disruptors, of course, but it's gonna be the Colossus first here. Again, Colossus extremely strong against those Lings. I think they 2-shot Lings, and they 2-shot them at AoE. So whenever they stack up just a second, you get like 2 Colossus to hit at the same time. It's gonna be, what, 10 less Lings or something. Crazy stuff. Lings are so terrible against Colossus. And Hydras are pretty good as well. Oh, and he really hates that queen. I mean, this queen really hated that queen. They had some beef going on, these two. This one. Now they're kind of best friends again, but that was a terrible... he got revealed. I mean, he's like, if he does it again, he's gonna get put into trap jail. The first Colossus is already here. It's gonna start the push here. Very interesting timing there from... Trap's just gonna say, alright, I've got Colossus, let's go. And he's gonna make another one and a second robotics facility, so completely foregoing his Templar archives for now, as I see that I finally find the thing, but no storm. He's been completely relying on those Colossus here for now. Oh, he's gonna find these links there, transferring to the bottom left, and this is a huge information. And again, there we go, Storm is getting chrono boosted now at this point. Just gonna go Colossus first, basically, to have a more stable source of splash income for his army. He's gonna have +2 very fast as well, so this is gonna be very nice for those Colossi. They're gonna be +2 Colossi with range, with basically attack speed, range, and the extra damage. Let's see how much they're gonna grow. +1 in damage and +2 versus light. So they're gonna be doing. They have like 2 attacks, right? So it's 20, 38 against those Hydras and those Lings in 1 shot. The Lings should get 1 shot actually. They only have 35 HP. They should just die. On those Hydralisks, they're kind of 2 to 3 sweeps. They're actually just 2 sweeps, yeah, so it's pretty good stuff. Man, this Templar is invincible. And Storm is down. Oh! There you go though. Viper's gonna grab that Prism here. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. And he's not gonna get these. Immortal is gonna get picked off though, but Lurker's coming in here. Roach, Lurker, Hydra. A nice composition here already being set up there from DRG, and he's in a good position. He does have those two Vipers. I want to say they're kind of out of energy. Yeah, they are actually. And storms are raining down on those Hydralisks, but the Lurkers, they're still looking good back there. Oh, you never know. Colossus is not good against those Lurkers. He's just gonna die in a second. He's actually getting healed by the shield battery. He's the unkillable. He's the actual immortal. Because he's immortal, he walks over that immortal brother and he just kicks him to the side. He's just gonna walk through the battlefield here. We're gonna go ahead and try to push into DRG's position, but man, he already has like 4 Lurkers still sitting in a good position. Another one coming up in just a second. This base didn't get killed. I think I want to say there was a little bit of a Zealot run by down there, but it didn't actually pick off the base, so no actual thing achieved here for Trap. But you can kind of say the same to DRG, who is very Hydra heavy still, even with for a Lurker and Lurker Hydra Roach composition. Those links are gonna get found here by those Zealots, and they only have +1 attack. So the Zealots with +2, they're gonna shred those links to nothing. I'm gonna find these again here. Needs to move a little bit. I'm not gonna find them actually. And Viper's gonna assassinate one more Immortal here. He's kind of focusing more on those Immortals because he knows those are the actual, like one of the good units against his Lurker composition, against the Lurker specifically. He kind of wants to try and pick off those. And now with the Zealots poking or like getting the army to rotate down there, just gonna push in and try to get anything he can there on the front line, try to assassinate those Lurkers, but well done by DRG, he did evacuate in time. He needs to be careful though, he's gonna lose his position in the front. There's no shield battery here, so whatever comes down here is definitely gonna kill the base. He needs a recall. Let's actually see if it does have one. He does have indeed a recall, but he might just decide against this. This base is not that important right now, and if you can kill off the army and kill off the whole tech from the Zerg, well, you can sacrifice a base down in the bottom left, you don't mind. He's gonna kill everything up here. He's gonna kill even this base with these few random Zealots here. He's gonna kill the base over here as well. And DRG needs to run through a whole jungle of static defenses, some Templars charging up some energy there, and some reinforcing Immortals that didn't get walked into the front line yet. He's gonna pick off another base, so we are losing bases here as Trap as well, but it feels like Trap killing the tech already is gonna be in such a good spot. He is gonna throw down a nice storm there on top of those Templars, gonna maybe feedback that big, and that was definitely underwhelming. And yeah, those Hydras are not gonna do the trick there. That one Colossus, man, it's the Executor. He has 24 kills. It is the Executor, and Trap executes this game into a win. Kind of a base trade a little bit there at the end, but definitely the better end going on there. The better army moving across here for our Protoss player. And it feels like as a Protoss, if you are up at Storm, you can... It feels like you have like those mini nukes, right? In a base trade, there's so many things going on. You need to attack and defend at the same time, as cost efficient as possible, and kind of need to buy as much time, right, in the defense, so your offense is gonna work beautifully. And a Protoss kind of standard army with which we saw there, I mean, he still had Templars in there, but he still had this one Colossus, right? It's a little bit clicky, I want to say, so it's a little bit more easy to control. Of course you can miscontrol with those Templars and the Colossus and stuff, but it doesn't feel as volatile. Or maybe it does, I don't know, man, it's a little bit tough to say. But it feels like easier to execute, to be fair, than having to set up siege units like Lurkers and do not lose your glass cannon Hydras. And you just need like a couple High Templars sprinkled here and there as Protoss, in addition to the static defense you get anyways in the current meta. And then you can kind of throw down storms day and night. And if you hit like, I want to say like 2 or 3 good ones on a small, and it's not the biggest army, then you just can win the game and snowball from there. Alright, let's hop into map number 2 here. It's gonna be Archaea 1. In the top right we do have DRG, in the bottom left it is Trap. winning the first game here. Just gonna go ahead and immediately try to block the hatchery. Dark has been very fond of skipping the Overlord. I want to say Reyna as well. Skipping the very first Overlord and just going into this hatchery very early. Then going into the early Queen, skipping Link speed for a while. It's gonna confirm the base down here. Not gonna be the gold base taken. Of course, this is an option on LK1. Go, cybernetics core on the way. And second pylon in the main here. Let's see where it's gonna be. It should be up there any moment. I really want to see the position on that pylon. There we go. This is looking... Oh, you can place it more offensively if you want to have the fastest Stargate. You can also like proxy your Stargate over here or something, right? Kind of a cool thing you can do on this map. There we go. Stargate on the way again for Trap. Remember he made a Void Ray into an Oracle last game. It's still drones hatching here. Zerg players is not going to super link flood. Of course he can still do so. He's going to take the third base for now. But he already has a little bit... I mean, this is kind of the drone count where you would stop. Kind of 24, 26, somewhere around there, 28. And then you just go ahead and make links, and nothing but links. He does have speed on the way. Sometimes this can... I think the timing is passed a little bit. Adept's gonna poke in here. He's actually gonna finish the shape? No. Yeah, only 3 links been sitting here. Just creating drones, so no link flood it seems to come in here. Let's wait and see though. You can never count those out, but he's gonna see and just... I mean, speed is finishing up, so... He should have more links at this point. And I'm pretty sure, yeah, he's still making drones. Alright, so no flood coming there. Not gonna go super all in. He just has enough to defend those. And pressure the third. Defend those adepts. Pressure the third in a little bit here. Maybe get some energy out of that Oracle. Oracle is gonna go ahead and try to find damage across the map. But he's gonna see those links, gonna turn around here actually. He does not really want to lose these depths. It's actually a great position by the way. Oh yeah, he's gonna lose a first depth though, but one Oracle is gonna come in and assassinate. Oh, can you find this link as well? Wow, that's actually better than I thought. A little bit of a mistake here from DRG. Losing those 2 links there at the end. What an ugly wall. Yeah. What an ugly wall. Alright. Run. He's gonna lose an Oracle actually, and he might even lose a second one if he's not careful. Twilight Forge setup coming up here. This time it's gonna be 5 adepts. Remember, 1 adept got killed there in that small attack with those Zerglings. It's already a little bit less potent. We also lost 1 Oracle. So far good defensive by DRG, and he's gonna have enough units to easily push us back. He's not focus firing on the drones. They're a little bit of a mistake. Finally gonna start that with 2 of the adepts. He's gonna get 5 drones here, but it's gonna lose all of its adepts, and I don't think it's worth it. 5 drones. You do a little bit of trading as well, but it still feels like a very good defense. Also remember, he lost 1 oracle, right? For basically nothing. He's gonna go ahead and maybe get a drone, 2. Go up to 7 here, but he's gonna lose again an oracle. He's gonna lose 2 stalkers here. There's nothing to defend. He's gonna lose the second oracle. The last oracle actually is just gonna run into some defense. It's not gonna get microed here. And Lynx are gonna try and pick off that shield battery here. He's trying to warp in right now. He's gonna succeed actually. Now he's gonna start on killing some probes here. So much damage done by so little and so cheap units here. And DRG might just say, alright, I can just make like 20 links right now, and we can just see if I can maybe even kill off this base. There's no army. He's gonna make some Banes now. He's gonna Bane bust without speed, I wanna say. Let's see when once those are finished, we're gonna find out if they do have speed or not. Gonna have +1 melee though. Yeah, it's just waddling Banes, and he's just gonna walk over Trap, I wanna say. I don't think you can defend this. No force fields, nothing. He's even not gonna see this in time. Pylon is gonna get blown up. Shield battery is out of juice basically. And yeah, he's just gonna kill the base. I don't think you can recuperate. You can kind of, you're not gonna come back from that. And yeah, Trap's gonna say GG here. DRG is gonna take the game, tying up the series 1-1. Beautifully identified there by DRG. He completely held off the pressure very easily. Didn't really take that much damage, and he got all of the oracles, so like you can just do this, right? If you kill all the oracles, you can just go ahead with slow Banes and kill the 3rd base, because what are you going to do as Protoss with 2 warp gates? You're not going to do anything. Definitely a good call there, good identification. A good read on the game basically by DRG. And I really do need to pee, so I'm just gonna go ahead and gonna be right back here for just a moment. Excuse me, please. Okay, sorry for the wait. Gonna go ahead, start the game. There we go. We're on the top left of side delta. It's gonna be DRG bringing back the last game or last map there in his favor. In the bottom right we do have Trap. Let's see if we can close out the series, or if the DRG is gonna reverse sweep him here. I mean, in the best of 3, it's more than likely, of course. It's kind of up to anyone here to take this game, to take this serious at this point. But kind of, like, I liked how Trap looked in game number 1. He looked like way better than DRG. And then in game 2, he kind of, everything kind of felt flat. It was not only one thing, it was like everything. He lost the first Oracle for literally nothing. He did lose 1 Adept for kind of nothing. Just on the defense there. And then he lost all of the other Oracles, the extra Oracles again. And yeah, basically DRG and the Adepts. So he's like, you have no army, right? He had what? 2 sentries and 2 stalkers? And then DRG, it's like, alright, I can just make 20 links, 30 links. I'm gonna move 10 of those into base, and then I'm just gonna crush your 3rd base, and whatever you have there is gonna be done. Dunzos, and that's what exactly happened there. No oracles to snipe the Banes. Not enough units, no adepts to fight off the Lings. Adept on the way. Again, it's gonna be a Stargate. Alright, so let's kind of wait and see what kind of unit we get out of the Stargate. Remember, the first game it was a Void Ray first into 1 Oracle, and then he stopped. And the second game was the 3 Oracle opening, and he lost all of those very early. Gonna go in very deep with that first Adept here. He can maybe try and snipe drones from the high ground here, but he's not gonna attempt to do so. Gonna rotate back. And it is Oracle again. Okay, the first unit is gonna be Oracle. Today's kind of super hot. I already have the AC on, but it feels like it's not working. That's how hot it is. Need to check it after the after this game actually. All right, so DRG is gonna poke in with some links. Not gonna find anything though. Stalker's gonna be good. Oracle is here to defend as well, and we still have those 2 Adepts being ready to jump in at any point here. Gonna throw down the 3rd base. 2nd gate is on the way here as well. Double gas gonna be taken here to follow up with a Twilight and Forge at the same time. 2nd Oracle did complete here. I'm gonna be curious to see, do we get Oracle number 3? Is he gonna stop at 2? Is he gonna make a Void Ray? He already killed the Overlord, so I don't think he's gonna make a Void Ray. But he might just stop at 2 Oracles. Or he's gonna delay his 3rd Oracle until he has the Forge and Twilight already on the way. There we go. As both are gonna start up. I'm not gonna go for a 3rd Oracle for now. And yeah, he might get one later, but so far he's just gonna go ahead with these 2. He's gonna try to find something. But so far, good defense here by GD. He made some links, so he can definitely try and overwhelm this. There's no 3rd Oracle coming in, remember. So he actually had an opportunity here. The Oracles are on the front line, but Shield Battery did just finish up. So this is basically his idea. He's gonna skip the Oracle. He's gonna get the extra gas, but he's gonna buy a Shield Battery for the 100 minerals there to try and help out his Adepts. Was it 75 minerals? I don't need to check at this point. It's 100. Wow. So yeah. And he's gonna get an earlier transition. He's gonna go for charge, yeah, that's its idea. Templar Archive, super fast behind it, so it's going to be a big swell of charge slot Archon here. And you kind of want to start saturate those extra gases as soon as you can. Kind of want to go ahead and get that up and running as fast as possible. And this has a lot of potential to kind of break if you do not... Oh my god, that's a big damage here. 8 drones. If you don't identify what's going on as DRG, you're gonna have trouble, because he has no clue. He's still thinking, hey, this is standard Oracle stuff, right? There's a 6 gate at least coming in behind this. A Warp Prism is already there, and it's just gonna be charged at Archon, gonna hammer at your door basically. Warp Prism going across the map. He's gonna see... No, he's not gonna see the Archon actually. There's gonna be a couple of weapons here. It's gonna be Zealots, which is like, wait, what? You're already... Zealots? Really? You should definitely remake that shield battery here. Bring back the Oracles for now, but you kind of want them on the front line. You want to throw down some stasis traps here to try and defend your army. Keep that one safe, because this is definitely the damage dealing army. This is the more important part right now. It's gonna have +1 finishing up in a second here, but it's gonna take out this base at first for no resistance whatsoever here from DRG. He's gonna let that go for now, and it's gonna try to make a defense at his third base here, and now he's gonna try and come in again with these links, but shield battery was thrown down. It feels like it was a little bit slow, but those Zealots were still kept here and are gonna be fine to fend off these links. Oh, they're actually gonna run into this army as well, retreating here. So far so good here for Trap. He's just gonna pull back and say, alright, this is gonna be enough for me. I'm just gonna go ahead, double robo and chrono some of these immortals here into the composition so I can fight your roaches a bit better. Yeah, this was a very beautiful pickoff. Of course, it felt a little bit forced, but definitely not all in. I mean, the only thing he really sacrificed for this was the double or the third Oracle kind of, and the rest is going along rather standard here. Man, that Zealot really wanted that link, but the link didn't. Beautiful stuff, right? It's not even connected. I didn't even know it's not connected. Alright, DRG is gonna try and probe you. Oh, Swarm Host, I see. Now what's going on here? Alright, so there's no storm yet, and he's gonna force a fight here on the right, and he's gonna say, alright, you're on the right? So let's go ahead and let's just kill your Nexus. He's not gonna focus fire on the Nexus though. I think this is a little bit of a mistake here. He's not gonna get any of the crucial things here. Just gonna get some units there. Not even gonna get many probes. Oracles came in for a couple of drone assassinations here. But the next wave is gonna be the scary one. There's one probe in the army mix here. It's gonna kind of kiss with a sentry for now. But Trap, yeah, you need to make a decision now. Do you go into extra AoE? And I think that's his decision. He's gonna... Well, he has Storm almost done. Or is he gonna try to play the trading game, or is he gonna go ahead and try to just overwhelm with a big push? He's killing some of those Ravagers with the Oracles. That's some nice pickups. Not gonna find this Nidus though being set up here in the north, and this should take him by surprise. There's 2 shield batteries. There's Overcharge is about to get ready here in just a second. Can maybe kind of defend this place. We're gonna see though. Gonna throw down a couple of force feeds, try to keep his props alive. It's just gonna not be enough though to keep the Nexus alive, and now he's in a little bit of a rough spot here. DRG actually looking very good to take this game here right now. He's gonna try and shove in with his Roach Ravager, but oh, beautiful force field is gonna pick off 4 of those Ravagers trying to retreat here. Definitely a mistake there by DRG, losing a ton of his actual army. And this is kind of the second, or the moment where Trap can say, alright, let's just go. Just go and see what you can actually do against my army when you need to defend. He has so many Templars, by the way. And this is so many models as well. Wow. They're just gonna demolish those roaches. Pooh. Not even close. Not gonna see this attack coming though. And this should snipe this base as well. We do have some Templars. They do have Storm stacked up now. Now you need to be careful though. You don't wanna... he's just gonna right click on the Nexus. They should have Storm. Excuse me. There we go. Storm is gonna hit here. On the other side, Roach is coming in again. Just gonna try and attempt to snipe this base here as well. And yeah, Trap is on a timer. Like, he's not mining. He's kind of not mining at this point. Just... he needs to go and kill the army and then basically kill the guy. Needs to go ahead and base trade. Needs to force these locusts being used on the defense. Needs to buy time for himself. Mortals are a great frontline, but... I mean, there's a lot of roaches. And ravagers. And there we go. Another wave of locusts is gonna come in and assassinate this base again. This should be an easy cancel at this point. He's not gonna go for the actual Nexus, which I think is a mistake. You should definitely try to force the cancel there. Because now it's gonna be up and running in just a second. What are you doing, Trap? What's your plan? It's gonna maybe lose this base as well. Ravagers are gonna go ahead and they can actually just right click this one with the roaches in conjunction. Beautiful storms, but it's not gonna be enough here. He does have a couple immortals actually. Trying to kill off the rest of his army, but man, DRG is looking great. And he can transition into anything at any point. He's not investing too much because he's kind of killing one base with the locusts each time. He did lose the Nidus here on the left side, so the only thing where he can throw down units now is in the north, and this was just cancelled the base, so it's not the high value target there. Yeah, stats now. Trap really struggling, and see, he's just gonna cancel this. It just gives you a little bit more time, I guess. There's so many immortals, so many High Templars, so much storm available here. And Trap is just gonna push through the army here. Those Roach Ravager, they're not gonna be beefy enough to stand up and straight up fight the army here from Trap. DRG did get his Swarm Host back to safety here, but they need to have a wave of locusts, and then you can just retreat as Trap. Just hit a different location here. He's really focusing on clearing out that creep as well. Now he just needs to not get greedy and try to actually fight those locusts. But yeah, so one thing as well, he has still a lot of storms pocketed. So if you are DRG now, you need to be careful. If you have all your locusts in that one situation, they're all gonna die to that one storm, and nothing is gonna come up with this ramp here as well. Storms are just gonna save the day here for Trap, and DRG is just gonna GG. Oh my god. But that's what you want to do. If you get Swarm Host, you just need to win the fight once. And then you win the game if you're on their lawn, specifically.